Were there any Maitland cases heard at the New South Wales Local Court on Christmas Day? I reckon there wasn't. There were 180 people from across New South Wales listed to appear on Christmas Day. Remember, all the cases in New South Wales over the silly season are centralised into Parramatta Local Court. About 70 of those were some sort of continuing bail matter from the days before Christmas, leaving about 107 freshly listed cases, meaning something that happened probably the day before on Christmas Eve that resulted in police refusing bail. I don't think any of those 107 freshly listed cases dealt with at Parramatta Local Court on Christmas Day were from Maitland. There were cases from across Sydney, of course, but from other parts of New South Wales, including Bega, Tamworth, Coffs Harbour and Broken Hill. Locally, I think that there were 2 from Raymond Terrace, 1 from Newcastle and 1 from Singleton, but none from Maitland. Happy if someone wants to fact check me on this. Remember, I only have publicly available information to base my answer on. Really, it's just the court list at this stage I'm getting my information from. There are no police media releases or newspaper stories on any Maitland arrests. By the way, you do get police media releases and newspaper stories about cases on Christmas Day. Just this year, they weren't about Maitland cases. The Christmas Day case that was reported by police and was printed in the papers this year was the incident in Bankstown, Kmart, just before Christmas. Just because no one from Maitland was police bail refused on Christmas Eve doesn't mean police weren't doing policing around Maitland. From the court list, so far there looks like there were at least 3 separate cases from Christmas Eve where the police granted bail, and therefore they need to show up at Maitland Local Court to answer the charge when court sits again in Maitland in the new year. For reference, that's Maitland Local Court in the background and the Maitland Christmas tree. All 3 have a charge and an AVO, meaning the charge is likely to be associated to the AVO and therefore possibly a common assault, intimidation or malicious damage charge. So did anything happen on Christmas Day that resulted in the police refusing bail? Yes, there was just as many people listed to appear at court in Parramatta on Boxing Day. Were any of those cases from Maitland? Yes, there were. Stay tuned for the next part.